First of all, everybody owns revenue. So when you're talking revenue strategy, it's really commercial strategy, right? And even operations owns revenue. So it has to be collaborative. And I think oftentimes there are not enough voices at the table to collaborate and make a successful revenue strategy. So I think one of the first things is you need a team of people to come up with a strategy, and it has to be a strategy that can be changed. It can't be something you put in a book and sit on the shelf. It really has to be dynamic as markets change, as conditions change, as forecasts change. You have to be nimble and be able to change your strategy. I believe, secondly, you got to test and learn. You don't throw spaghetti on the wall, right? And say, I'm going to try 100 things and see which one works. You actually have a decision around, we're going to try these 3 strategies. We're going to measure them in the next 2 weeks to 4 weeks. If one is working great and the others aren't, let's get rid of the others. Let's focus on the one that works. If nothing's working, let's do something new. Let's try something different. And so I think being sure that you measure it, because the only way you test and the only way you get the learning is that you're measuring the success of the initiative, right? So there's got to be a lot of test and learn. So collaboration, test and learn, dynamic. We've got to realize that most of our markets are not static. They're very dynamic, and we have to figure out how we address that, how we have speed to market when everything is so dynamic around us. That's why, in revenue management, for example, we love having a revenue management system, because that system can be optimizing 4 times a day or even more frequently. A human can't do that, right? So I think that part of your commercial strategy needs to be around tech as well. What technology is supporting it? Because with the dynamic nature of our markets, humans can't keep up. And then finally, I think you do need to really have a tight relationship on the commercial side. So you've got to have digital, you need to have traditional marketing, you need to have sales, you need to have revenue, you need to have distribution. We see in our clients, we see a lot of mistakes made in the distribution arena because people don't know how the systems work anymore. Distribution has become, to me, a lost art, and it's really sad, because that was a huge part of my career, has been in the distribution world. And it's part technology, it's part marketing, it's part content, and it's a lot of integration. And so if you don't understand that as a hotel company, you're not going to be successful in commercial if you can't distribute your product effectively. So those are the things that I believe are key.